And here we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that you're all here today for this fun. This is a short workshop, but it's super fun. It's called Movement and Metabolism. And we want to talk about this because it's really important that we keep moving, that we help our metabolisms function properly. And we're going to learn a little bit more about how our metabolism can be bolstered and how we can do some very fun, simple, easy, and short workouts. Because nobody put it on the chat if you put a one on the chat if you love to do short workouts and get the results you want, and put a two on the chat if you love to work out for hours and hours and hours and never see any results. I want to know where you're at. As if that wasn't obvious, right? So let's see what people are saying. Okay, Marguerite said one, quick, short, and I want to see some results. That's what Marguerite said, and I like that. Marguerite's my kind of girl. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the simple way that doTERRA has taught us all. That's why I love doTERRA. I love this movement. I love how they've simplified everything, and it all starts at the very, very bottom with nutrition and digestion. That's the most important part of our wellness triangle. And then we have movement and metabolism, which is what we're going to talk about today. That's all we're going to be kind of looking at it. How can we move more efficiently, and how can we improve our metabolic function? So the other things, of course, we already know. We have to rest and manage stress. We have to reduce all the toxic exposure. We have to always be learning and taking care of ourselves naturally. And then partnering with a doctor who believes in natural healing, right? You don't want to be partnered up with somebody that tells you, oh, you know what? You need to go just take your meds and go get surgery. You want someone that partners up with you and says, okay, yes, I support you in this effort that you have to heal naturally. So I love, love, love doctors like that, and we should all have them. So, fueling your best metabolism, we want to look at a couple of things that are super important. And this is something that happened to me, and put it in the chat. If it happened to you, just say, me too. Just put a me too. Your metabolism slowed down as you age over time. Happened to me. So put a one, just put a one in the chat if that's you. Lifestyle significantly influences individual metabolism rates overall. So whatever you're doing on a daily basis is going to affect your metabolism. Muscle mass increase leads to a higher metabolism speed. So a lot of times nobody's telling us this, ladies, but getting muscle into our bodies is the most powerful thing that we can do. And I'm going to show you a little couple of things that you can do today. And if you haven't seen my Instagram video today, I put a little workout that I was doing to kind of build muscle. That's what we're looking for. So we're going to talk about the different types of exercises that people are doing, and how to kind of get rid of all the stuff that you don't need to do so you can get that muscle in. A diet rich in protein. Listen to that word, ladies. I want that to be engraved in your minds today. Protein. Protein can boost metabolism effectively. So when you're eating, always consider, okay, how much protein is in my plate right now? Because that's the most abundant, protein. The most important thing is protein, more important than, the carbs. And you do need a little bit of fat, but protein is the main component that you need in your diet, the macronutrient. Regular exercise is crucial for increasing metabolic function. So, are we exercising regularly? So, additional factors that can influence your metabolism are hormones. If your hormones are imbalanced, as such as thyroid issues, that can affect your metabolism dramatically. It did for me. I'm just speaking on things that I have personally experienced, and that's why I'm kind of glad that I wasn't always 100% like super healthy, because I've been through all this stuff. Medications, like antidepressants, steroids, can impact your, I believe honestly, all medications can impact your metabolism. Alcohol slows down your metabolism and stops that reaction that burn fat in the body. So we definitely do not want to ruin our metabolisms because the metabolism runs the whole system. And just to have, a drink or two or three, you don't want to ruin your metabolism and have weight gain, especially around the midsection. This puts you at risk for metabolic syndrome, and there is no quick way to reset your metabolism after drinking alcohol. So alcohol is not going to be your buddy if you really want top-notch metabolism. And just between us here, I had to pray about this because I used to like to have wine, but I realized it was very detrimental to my metabolism because I'm super sensitive. So you really need to look at the things in your life that are affecting you negatively, and you can feel it, and spiritually you can sense it too. So if alcohol is something that you need to drop, get before God and just pray, God, I really need to drop this because it's affecting me negatively, whether it's your performance, your metabolism, your rest, your energy, all those things can be affected by alcohol. And then stress, which is created by the adrenal glands located on top of the kidneys. Cortisol is released when we are under stress. This sends our body into fight or flight mode, temporarily pausing regular bodily functions. So listen to this one more time. And do me a favor, put a 5 on the chat if you find yourself to be under stress. Just put a 5 there. Temporarily, when we are stressed, our body stops all bodily functions and slows down our metabolism, because if you're in danger, your body doesn't care about your metabolism or your hormones or digestion. It just says, oh my gosh, like we have to survive this disaster. So it is essential for survival, but if you are always stressed, it can become very, very detrimental to your health. And by the way, I know you all going to be mad at me, but that's okay. Coffee sends your body into the stress syndrome, which is pumping out cortisol and adrenaline, and that can impact your metabolism too. I know you all love to do coffee, but I'm just telling you the truth. I've done my research. And we're going to talk about how to work out. We don't want to be doing hours of cardio. Please do not. I met a beautiful gal today, older lady who's doing medication like Ozempic for, getting back on track with her weight, and all that stuff has severe side effects. So I unless it's your life depends on it, I would go natural and just consult with someone that can guide you, or come to these groups. We always talk about it. Um, so a lot of people eat small meals every 2 to 3 hours. I don't do that. I don't do that because I can't eat all the time because I have to let my body rest, my digestive system rest. So I just eat a lot of protein. Every meal has protein. And if you need help figuring out how to do that, just let me know and I'll be sure to help you. So what happens when we don't get our metabolic system in line? We have hypertension, we can develop cancer, PCOS, heart disease, dementia. I bet you all didn't know that if your metabolic state is bad, you're going to get dementia. And then this is fatty liver, and we can become insulin resistant. We have lipid problems, which is your cholesterol, and then we can develop type 2 diabetes. So let's talk a little bit about exercise first before we go into metabolic health. I want to recommend this book to all of you. This is one of my favorite books when it comes to simple, easy workouts. This is the 12-minute fitness revolution. And he talks about how aerobics and cardio are dead. Now we can build real heart strength. So as we age, I don't know if anyone knows this, but if you find it harder to breathe now than when you were younger, that's because your heart and your lungs are weakened almost by 50% by the time you hit 50. So we got to get that power back. And the way you do it is through pace training, which is another word for saying high intensity interval training. So I'm going to look at the chat real quick to see what you ladies are saying. Let's see. Okay, so we only have Marguerite that says she hates the long workouts and wants quick workouts. So this is how you do it, Marguerite. I only work out about 12 to 18 minutes outdoors. I love being outdoors. I don't want to breathe recycled air inside my house. So make sure you get out. And then I do the pace training. I do it either on the grass, or I use my trampoline. And I'm gonna just tell you how easy this is. You go all out, either on your trampoline, or and I'm gonna show you a couple of more workouts that I do. Or you can lift weights for 30 seconds to a minute. Let your heart rate go all the way up, and then allow your lungs to be fully to the limit where you're like, where you can't breathe any harder than that. And then you allow your body to rest for a minute and a half. For me, for you, since you're a beginner, it could take you even 3 minutes, even 4 minutes. Then when your heart rate drops back to normal, you go back to the intense activity. It could be the trampoline. It could be, let me show you a couple other things that I do. This right here, I love this one, number 2. This one's really fun. You just get some weights, whatever weights. The heavier the weight that you can handle, the better. And I do this and I go all out for about a minute, and then I stop, catch my breath, and then I repeat. And when I catch my breath, I'm on the grass, grounding, or something that my body can level out natural energy. And then I repeat that 6 times. Okay, this is another really, really nice one right here. The number 4, the eccentric goblet squat. That one's really nice. And I started using 10-pound weights on each arm. And I'm actually in the process tonight. I'm going to the sports center to get a weighted vest so I can do more weights. Because when you lift weights, you're going to build muscle, and that muscle is going to improve metabolic health, because the more muscle you have, the more sugar your body's able to burn faster. So it's better to have muscle than have a lot of fat. So when we walk, we're doing well, but if you're able to lift weights, then you have more capacity to burn sugar in the body, therefore creating metabolic health. So all these are really, really wonderful. And here's my rebounder. I do the same thing. I do 30 seconds full strength on my rebounder. And then I get off the rebounder, I go on the grass, and I rest about a minute and a half. I do some gardening, and then I jump back on, and I do that 6 times. It improves muscular strength, posture, balance, coordination. It helps your vision, better mental functioning, reduction in stress level, and control over addictions, if improvement in the blood, lungs, and all the internal organs, slows down the aging process, sign me up, and relief of pain. It helps with pain, elimination of toxins from the body, weight loss, and an overall sense of well-being. Awesome. So making sure we keep our diets clean. The top picture has nuts, and it has avocados and blackberries. Make sure you're eating organic foods. Any pesticides on your food will completely destroy your metabolic balance. So we do not want pesticides, genetically modified stuff that we're eating. Our bodies don't recognize that. Fried foods with seed oils, that will destroy your metabolism. We do not want any of this stuff. So how do we boost our metabolism besides eating a balanced diet? Rich in what? Protein. Can somebody let me know on the chat what your favorite protein is, and if you're counting your protein? So those are your macronutrients. Put it on the chat. It could be chicken, eggs, beans are a protein, chickpeas are a protein. So put it in the chat. What is your favorite protein? And also put it in the chat if you're counting your protein when you're serving your meals. I want to hear about that. If you've never heard about proteins being the most important part of your diet, let me know if that's the case too. So Frances said eggs. She loves eggs. Did you know that eggs are an amazing protein? But each egg has about 6 grams of protein. So you want to load up on eggs, maybe 3 eggs and some avocado. I always like to have a salad. It may be weird, but I love salads. So that is a great protein. Marguerite said chicken, very good protein. It is excellent protein, and you can make it in so many different ways. Thank you, Marguerite. Any other? Put it on the chat if you have a favorite protein. Again, we talked about exercise and strength training, ladies. Strength training. It says here cardio exercise. I would not do any cardio. I would walk, but I don't do cardio ever. Do cardio ever. I've learned through all the experts that I follow that that's a waste of time. Is you're just stressing your body out. Making sure you're getting enough sleep and reducing stress, drinking plenty of water, staying hydrated, and avoiding processed and high calorie sugary foods. So let's talk a little bit about some other, oh, I'm sorry, did I skip that? Okay, so we have the VMG Plus. I don't want to forget that. If you have no nutrients, no real nutrients in your body, your metabolic system is shot to the curb because every single cell in your body needs nutrients to function. So inside of your cells, there's these little things called the mitochondria, and the mitochondria lights up on fire and it makes you have a lot of energy. If you have no fuel going into those cells, or if you're not absorbing the fuel that you're eating, then you have very little gas for the mitochondria in your cells. So making sure you're doing your VMG plus, your E omega plus, and your PB restore is critical for overall mitochondrial energy, metabolic health. Most people that I meet with that have, I want to share this story with you because it may seem like as we get older, we have this problem with metabolic health. It happens to be that I'm working with people in their 20s. One of them had severe metabolic imbalance, problems with the thyroid, energy. She was drinking 4 cups of coffee a day, and that was even destroying her metabolic function more. When we put her on this simple program with the vitamins, minerals, greens, the E Omega Plus, and the PB Restore, she told me that it was like somebody had thrown a lifeline at her. Like, wow, I feel alive again. Another gal, 20 years old, who was having severe cramps and she was having all these issues with health. She got on the program and all her cramps went away. Skin started clearing up and looking beautiful. And her nails started growing and she started having tons of energy. So it's not just older people nowadays, even young people are having severe metabolic dysfunction. So another product that I recommend for people who want optimal metabolic health, because a lot of us, as we age, our food is not getting well digested in the stomach. So I like to use the Terrazyme, and it is a proprietary blend of 10 active whole food enzymes. It supports healthy production of metabolic enzymes, which is very, very important for metabolic health, promotes gastrointestinal comfort and food tolerance so that we can digest food and not have allergies and get puffy and inflated and other things that happen like inflammation. It supports conversion of food nutrients to cellular energy. So you can do a little bit more research on this, but this is a fantastic product for supporting your metabolic health. It supports healthy digestion and metabolism of enzyme deficient processed foods. And of course, we already know about our PB Restore. That one is very, very important for metabolic health. So my star product when it comes to metabolic health, believe it or not, is going to be, actually, you should believe it. It's the put it on the chat if you're already using the MetaPower Advantage, because this is how you reverse biological aging. This is how you improve whatever you're doing. If you're doing the supplements, great. But if you want to reverse biological aging, this is going to be the way. This product was the one that changed my life. It also improves cognitive function. So as we age and our brain starts getting a little slower, this is how you keep your brain healthy. And you're going to learn in a minute why. It supports lean muscle and connective tissue. So as you start lifting those weights, this is going to help to improve that muscle and connective tissue, joints, tendons, bones, skin elasticity and firmness. One of the things that happened to me as soon as I started using this product is not just that I was feeling better, but I stopped using face makeup because my face improved so much. And so this provides the body with the materials it needs to rebuild itself from years and years of damage. So I used to drink, I used to smoke, I used to drink coffee, I used to stay up late. I did it all, but I repented. And now God sent me Meta Power Advantage. That's the truth, because I abused my body so much. I did not do well when I was young. Nobody taught me the things that I taught my kids. And now this has been a priceless addition to my health, and I use it every single day. But I want to show you a little bit about collagen so you don't think that Val is making up stuff. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body, and that's why I'm telling you, eat protein, because we need it to form that collagen. But when we put it in the way of advantage, that is replenishing all the damage at a speedier, faster, and more accurate way. And I'm going to show you why in a minute. So there are 28 different types of collagen, and collagen makes up bones, skin, nails, cartilage, and tendons. And production declines as we age. So that's why putting it in a very concentrated and focused way, like the Advantage, has made such a huge difference for so many people. So what are the benefits of collagen? It's got skin health. Collagen is a major component of your skin. It plays a role in strengthening skin, plus may benefit elasticity and hydration. Joint health. So many people have pain, but once they start using, and you will not have the same results with this collagen that you would in the collagen that you get from Costco. We're going to look at that in a minute, why it's not the same. So you can maintain the integrity of your cartilage with Dōterra's collagen. Bone health, muscle mass. Here we go again with the muscle being such an important part of metabolic health. So with the collagen, you're going to increase that muscle mass. Heart health. So it helps to provide structure to your arteries. Without enough collagen, arteries may become weak and fragile. So take a look at some of the ingredients that we have in the Meta Power Advantage. We have hyaluronic acid. It promotes healthier, more subtle skin. And that's why a lot of people buy collagen, is because they're focused on only beauty. But we can't be beauty focused. We have to be whole body focused. That's why having a collagen that does more than just skin, like all the other collagens in the market, is very, very important. So here we have NADH5, which is it's known for increasing NAD plus, and NAD plus is a longevity gene. And so we have NMN, which is also a longevity complex, and then antioxidant that protects the cells, marine collagen, strengthening skin, joints, and connective tissues. So if you know anybody that's got issues with back and joints and tendons and all these, white tissue, this is a great, great product for them. And I always tell people, don't think everything's going to go away in a week or a couple of days. This takes time. So I've been on this product since September 2022. I never stopped taking it because I saw such incredible results. Why would I stop taking it? So it takes your body time. It takes the body about 18 months to regenerate itself from damage. So give yourself time as you start working, and don't give up on anything that you started in a couple of months. And don't think that you're going to be as excited in a month or two or three as you were when you first started. So developing these disciplines every day of taking your supplements and doing it even if you don't feel like it is the key to rewiring your brain, because your brain doesn't want to do these things. Like, do you think I want to go out every day and work out? No. Do you think I want to take vitamins every day and do all the things that I do? No, but I created a discipline. And when you do that, even when you don't want to do it, what happens is that you're rewiring your brain, because your brain is made kind of like, let's just use Play-Doh. Your brain can be rewired, I'll just say, because it's literally what's happening as you create new habits. So if you started any of these products, stick to it for the long run. Don't give up. Don't quit because you don't feel like it. Develop the good habits. So again, here we go. We have resveratrol. We have, which is great for NAD plus, which is that longevity gene, antioxidant activity, more antioxidant. And antioxidants, what they do is they fight off free radicals to slow down the aging process. So if you see somebody that looks, let's say you see two women that are 50 and one looks like she's 35 and the other one looks like she's 65, that's because there has been some problems with the antioxidant power addressing the all those cells that are going haywire, like they're aging very, very rapidly. So that's what antioxidants do. They fight off the free radicals that are destroying the cells. They give those cells, I think it's an atom or something like that, to bring balance back into those cells. Phytoceramides promote healthy cellular aging and skin firmness. And then we have liposome vitamin C. For those of you who don't know what liposome vitamin C is, it means it's surrounded by a lipid so that it gets deep into the cells, and then you have a greater function of collagen when you combine it with vitamin C. So really, really powerful stuff. I'm going to go through the next slides really quick. The NAD is your master molecule, and it declines as we age. It's used to produce energy, activate proteins that support healthy DNA, and it declines as we age. And then we have NMN, which is the precursor to NAD in the collagen, and it fuels the body, helps to improve levels rapidly of that NAD, and it works synergistically with resveratrol, and that's why Dōterra put resveratrol in the collagen. It is an accelerator. So it gets the cells functioning like you are younger. So people are doing crazy things to look and feel younger. All you need to do is take your collagen. It's so easy. Anybody can do this. The other thing that I just want to mention really quick is that all the collagens in the market are created with a peptide collagen. So that means it's got large proteins that are very hard to break down. But look at Dōterra's has tripeptides, which are pre-digested, and they are using specific enzyme proteins. So they cut off the end, break it down, pre-digested, and when it goes into your body, it knows exactly what to do because it's small molecule structures that have a very superior absorption. So you hit the jackpot when you started taking Dōterra's collagen. Is absolutely the best collagen in the market. I see people buying the one at Costco and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like you're wasting your money. They think they're saving, but you're actually wasting because you're never going to have the results that you would with a collagen like this one. So it's got 12 times the absorption of the non-hydrolyzed collagen. One sachet, 3 grams, equals 36 grams serving of regular collagen. So you get 12 times the absorption that you will get from a regular collagen. So it is your aging agenda and your body's use agenda are aligned. So you're no longer aging prematurely. And another thing that I forgot to mention that is stressing out our metabolism, and I really want you to remember this when I say this, and I'm gonna actually show you something that I'm doing, is we're getting hit from left and right by electromagnetic fields. Those are EMFs. So be very careful with how you use your phone, how much time you spend. Don't put the phone on your ear. Don't carry the phone on your pockets. And then I'm going to show you something that I use to block electromagnetic fields, because when those electromagnetic fields hit your body, they cause also metabolic dysfunction, premature aging. So I'm going to share a little something that I do just for taking care of myself a little bit better. So here we have, I just wanted to show you what the tripeptides do and why having, so doTERRA's collagen has 9 types of marine collagen as opposed to most collagens in the market that only have one. And these are all the different types of collagen. And if I look at, let's see, oh, right here, collagen type 9. This is a big one right now because I'm working with so many people that have back issues, joint issues, knee issues, shoulders, and all of these issues with cartilage, growth plates. There was a lady dealing with problems with the discs, and we put them on this product, and they've seen incredible recovery. So it just supports all of that, plus normal brain aging. How many people are we seeing that are dealing with problems with the brain? I don't want to say the word, but we all know what I'm talking about, right? So here's the doTERRA difference. Proprietary marine sourcing. Everybody else has bovine, pork tainted by glyphosate. And then we have 9 specific types of tripeptide. The others are not pure or clean. It makes for very specific building blocks when you're using doTERRA's, 12 times the absorption, and emphasis is on the delivery systems because your body will use it as it is instructed. The stacked ingredient deck is huge, powered by pure sourced NMN. You can Google today NMN so you can see the power of NMN and other companies that have NMN. It is a synthetic NMN. Ours is 100% natural, no emulsifiers, sweetened with fermented stevia, not shipping any water because you get that nice little powder package, stable and more shareable as a single stick pack. So give some to your friends. I give people samples all the time. So you can't get that with any other collagen in the market. I wouldn't even waste my time. The other product that I just want to talk about really quick when it comes to metabolic health is the MetaPower Assist. This helps our bodies from creating sharp spikes and dips in blood sugar, which is helpful to our overall metabolism. But this too is a targeted intervention. People who struggle with more of those symptoms may take it twice a day. So you would take it with your largest meals of the day. There's only, others can only take it once if you don't have a serious metabolic sugar problem. So, that's another product that you can take, and it's 100% natural. And then we also have the metabolic blend, which promotes healthy metabolism. Just put 3 drops in your water whenever you drink water. It helps to manage hunger cravings, and it inhibits fat cell maturation, which means it stops fat from accumulating in the fat cells because you have the same amount of fat cells now that you did when you were young, but they're filling up faster now. So this stops that from happening. It is also a diuretic and stimulant and calorie free. So I love that product. Now I want to show you some testimonials, 13-month progress. She started her journey and she's released 21 pounds and she looks beautiful. And I talk to people all the time. Everybody wants to feel well. So doing it naturally is the best way to get long-term results. This gal right here, she was on MetaPower for 1 year and 7 months. And I don't think she weighed herself. She just lost a lot of weight and felt amazing. And I loved it. I love how I felt. That's actually me. And then this sweet gal right here, look how beautiful she looked. Let's see, that was almost 1 year and a month. Wait, no, that's only 3 months. September, October, November, 3 months. She was delighted with the results that she got. And you know what? It's not just that people are losing weight, they're feeling better. I mean, I hope you see my Instagram post today, how I'm jumping around and my knees, nothing hurts in my body. And I just feel so blessed to be able to have these amazing products. And look at this beautiful young girl. Look at her picture when she first started, September 7, 2022. And look at her. That's 4 months, 110 days on MetaPower. She looks, I don't know, 17 years younger. I mean, yeah, 17 years younger. She looks beautiful and she's so happy. This girl is absolutely brave. She just put her big girl pictures up, and then She was still not like super thin, but she thought, look at the difference. And you know what this means? She's not on Ozempic. She's not on a drug. She's exercising. She's taking an amazing product that's reversing biological aging. And her confidence level, look at the first picture here, how she didn't even show her face. She's like, okay, you're not going to see my face. Look at when she took her after pictures. Her face is all up in this picture, and then here you can see her face, and she's just so happy. So last but not least, I want to remind you that sleep impacts your metabolism. Please don't be a night owl. I don't care if you get mad at me. Do not be a night owl. Recovery for the entire system happens when you sleep. It's like your sleep, it's like your beauty routine. So my favorite sleep routine is going to bed at about 9. Well, I start my bedtime routines around 8:30, 8 or 8:30. I get in my bed. I start putting oils on. I start putting oils on my face. I take a Serenity soft gel to start relaxing. I put the Serenity stick over my heart, back of the neck, on my wrist. And then I take some face oils that Dōterra has, and I put that on my face and I start massaging my face. And then I watch the Waltons because it's calming and relaxing. Then I pray and I go to sleep and I wake up 8 hours or 9 hours later. I never, ever, ever give up sleep for anything. As a cancer survivor, I realize that when I sleep, I heal and I don't have to be at the doctor's office. So remember that MetaPower means metabolic personal wellness realized. Your results will be personal to you. Don't compare how your body responds to someone else's, and don't ever give up. You will get there and you will continue to learn. So when you start seeing metabolic health change, you'll see things like appetite, aging cells, blood sugar, your brain, cardio and lipids, your energy, hair, immunity, joints, your metabolism, nails, performance, recovery, skin, sleep, stress, and weight. You'll see the difference. Like I feel like a whole new person. And when I first started using the MetaPower Advantage collagen, I had no idea that it was going to spin my life around, because I just thought, oh, I'll drink it because Dōterra is selling it, but I'm already doing great. I had no idea it was going to turn my life around. So I highly recommend that you stay on this product. And then I want to share, we're going to do a raffle right now, but May 29th, I'm going to have a learn more opportunity so people can come learn. I have a new system of launching people into the community to help others. So I didn't have that before, but now I have it. So if you want to learn more how to help others and get all your products paid for and create a change in your community, please come May 29th. It's always at 6 p.m. and the meeting ID is always the same. So I'm going to stop the share now, and I'm going to open it up for questions to see, or shares. Anybody want to share how they love their products or what they've seen with their products, specifically with their, anybody taking the collagen, the MetaPower? Go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, we have Francis said, I don't like the taste of collagen. What do you mix it with? Oh my gosh, that's such a good question. So what you can do with the collagen is you can mix it with the VMG Plus and use them together. And that's how I take mine, and it tastes absolutely amazing. I also prefer the collagen that tastes like the pomegranate cherry. I don't use the other one. I use the pomegranate cherry. So I hope that helps, Francis. Anybody else want to share or ask questions? Angie? Oh, you don't know how to unmute? There you go.
Sorry, I do it every day. I drink the VGM, and I do the collagen every day.
Oh,
Every
good.
day. So that's what I do. But I did not know about putting 3 drops of MetaPower
Mm-hmm.
in water. I'm going to start doing that. That's
Oh,
why I listen to your meetings, because I learn something every day.
right? We got to keep learning something new every day, because that rewires our brain, and that's a good thing. I learn something new every day. So how do you like your collagen?
I love it. I love it.
What have you
People
seen?
people tell me all the time I look very young. They don't believe I'm 79.
Wow, that is
So,
so good.
yeah, it does. Makes me feel good.
Oh, good, good. I love that. And you don't look 79, by the way.
Thanks.
All right, Marguerite, go ahead. You raised your hand. Unmute yourself, my dear.
Okay.
Well, after I saw your video, I started taking my bundle the way you take yours. Of course, when I do the three tablets, I pop them all in my mouth, not one by one as you did on your video, but I pop them all in my mouth and I mix it and like it's done and over with. And I'm my nails are starting to grow. But keeping them out of the garden is another thing to keep them from breaking. But nevertheless, it's working.
Oh,
So,
good. Yeah, and you look amazing too. I don't see you. I don't see your face, but I know you look amazing. So,
well, I just had a birthday. I'm 80 now. I'm trying to but I can't. I don't know how to access the camera. But yeah, I turned 80 on Sunday.
wow, happy
Yeah.
birthday, Marguerite. And I know
Well,
you look
thank
stunning
you.
because I see you all the time and you look beautiful and your energy is amazing. And I know you also had an amazing encounter with renewed health from the Lord because you were able to get off of a lot of medications, which was such a blessing. And I just love your story. So thank you.
Yes, thank you for 1 year now. 1 year, and it's great. It's just great.
It really is. I'm so happy for you. All right. Anybody else want to share anything that hasn't had a chance to speak? All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I had so much fun with you. I'm glad you learned something new today. I really, really appreciate. Come back next week for the opportunity. It's called Learn More Opportunity. I'd love to see you here so you can see my new program that I have for helping people launch their business and help others and get all their products paid for. So I'm excited for that. And I, oh, let's see. Francis, did you want to say something? I see that
I
you,
did.
oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I did. What about the protein powder? Can I take it with the protein powder, the collagen?
Oh yeah, I make a delicious protein collagen smoothie. I put the vanilla protein powder, put my collagen in there, add some frozen strawberries, blend it really well in the blender with some water, and it tastes like a dessert. It is absolutely amazing. I never eat ice cream or buy any sweets. I just make something with even my desserts are protein. So that's my dessert right there. And it tastes absolutely amazing.
That is an awesome idea. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I love it. You're gonna love it. Sometimes I even add the protein powder. I add some Greek yogurt, a little bit of water, the collagen, some strawberries, and I blend that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this does not taste like it's good for you. It's so yummy. So try that. You're gonna love it.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, anything else, ladies, that I can answer any questions? All right. Well, may the Lord God bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you. Have a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you all next week. Bye.